12 years have passed since the beginning of the war in Ukraine. And today is, you can look here, more than 4 years from the time since Russia started its full-scale invasion. You can see here where is front line is much better than 4 years ago when it was very close to Kyiv. When you live through a long war, your life changes. And I want to share 2 stories from my life during the war. These stories change the way I think about money. First stories, I want to show you this Bible verse. 1 Timothy, 6th chapter, chapter 6, 7, 8 verses. For we have brought nothing into this world, and so we cannot take a single thing out either. But if we have food and shelter, we will be satisfied with that. Most of people in Ukraine, including Ukrainian president, did not believe that Russia would start a full-scale invasion across the whole country. Many people thought the war will continue only in the east of Ukraine. 1 week before invasion, our union decided to give salary in advance. Only one person in division had the idea full invention will come soon, and this person, it was treasury division, gave command to take all your money and bring this money to the west of Ukraine, all your document, and give salary to people at advance. Okay? We came with my wife at home with this money. We got money in cash. And we even didn't open this envelope because in our family budget we had yet money from previous months. A few days later, the full-scale invasion began. Hundreds of missiles, Russian planes, helicopters with soldiers came from every direction. In the first day of full invasion, Russian army was already 16 kilometers from Kyiv. Thousands of people tried to leave Kyiv to the more safety place. You can look how many people tried to leave Ukraine. On the second day of invasion, I woke up early and start to my devotional prayer. And during this devotional, I got a very clear idea. You should take out your kids from Kyiv. I woke up my wife and told her, I got this idea very directly. We need to take out our kids. We quickly packed the most important thing, got into the car, and drove out of the city. It was very difficult because this line will be directly to the west of Ukraine. We couldn't drive faster than 20 kilometers per hour. Only first, I don't know what in English, it was gear. And when we reached a safer distance, we stopped and prayed. It was interesting. When the war started, I got this new strategic in life. If you don't know what to do, try to move in one direction, and after few distance, stop and thinking again. When we left Kyiv, we stand and start to pray, God, what we should to do. And God got this decision. My wife and kids should to go to the west of Ukraine. I should to come to Kyiv because I have my ministry. The next 2 weeks was very difficult and very busy. During this time, I crossed the front line twice. A Russian soldier shot at me while I was driving another car. Here you can see. It's a long story. Russian soldier killed in this small street 18 civilian people. Some kids, some old people, and I could be first in this street. After, we prepared a bomb shelter and union office for people living nearby. We should to evacuate students from our Adventist college in Bucha. I am also education director. When the full invasion started, all schools stopped because always rockets attack. And another problem, parents stopped to pay tuition because parents doesn't have idea about future. And we should to do some decision because in this moment all our Adventist school had opportunity to stop and to finish activity. And in this moment, Russian forces were getting closer and continued to shell Kyiv. When the 2 weeks left, I noticed an envelope with money lying on my sofa. I had not opened it once. I was surprised. I lived half of month and didn't spend nothing. No one. How it is possible? It's very easy. Because I spent nothing for transportation because no transportation in Kyiv. I used bicycle to go for many kilometers in different direction. And I couldn't buy gas for my car because first, I didn't have car. Second, in our gas station, it's only sometimes you can find gas, and it was very big line to buy this. I didn't pay for utilities because no bank works. I didn't think about buying clothes, going to cafes, go to cinema or else. I didn't even spend money for food because you need to spend a few hours in line in supermarket, and even if you came to inside, you cannot find something good for it. What I did, okay, we didn't have bread, but I didn't have bread, I ate rice. When the rice finished, I start to eat potatoes. When the potato finished, I start to eat, and in this moment I understood, wow, to eat only to live, you don't need to have a lot. If you want to celebrate with food, yes, you need to have some more. Of course, it was an extreme period of life. You cannot live like this for long. But I learned a very important lesson. You don't need a lot of money to live. In the end of this month, I gave almost all my money to volunteer organization, because I didn't spend almost nothing from this. The world around us teach us opposite. You must always spend money, always buy, and therefore you need a lot of money. But real life show different. You can live on a very little. I remember this lesson. And now when my life is not as extreme at the first months of the war, I know how to live while spending less than before. It's first story. Second story. Matthew 6:25. Isn't there more to life than food, and more to the body than clothing? To stop the Russian army from entering Kiev, Ukrainians blew up several bridges near the city. Do you understand? Blew up. When the river was small and you could cross in on foot, but Russian tanks could not, because for them it was they didn't prepare very good, and they didn't put special equipment for tank go through the water. And when I crossed the front line for second time, I had to walk across one of these destroyed bridges. The area was under constant Russian shelling, but if somebody crossed the bridge, they reached the safe side. You can look. I cross to this small bridge. You could not drive across. You had to choose: leave your car on the bridge and walk to safety place, or keep your car but stay in danger. For an ordinary Ukraine, buying a car takes usually 7-10 years. In these years, you cannot spend money for something else. You can live with minimal and save your money for car. And theoretically, it's not easy to do this decision to leave my car. I spent almost 10 years to collecting money for this. But when I came to this bridge, I saw many cars who stay there. It's picture did later, because nobody could walk in there. If somebody left car there, you see Russian army to destroy this car completely. You will not have chance after to restore this car. But I was surprising. Okay, I was not surprised, but it was really. When people choose between to live and to save car, people did decision very easy. In this moment, you understand what is priority and what is the most important in your life. I remember sometimes we have this philosophical task for people. Okay, if you have only few minutes, you need go out from a house who is with fire. What three things you should to do in this program. And some people say Bible. Somebody say I need no, and it's like theoretical task exercise, but it was really really life. And I remember day when we had to take our kids out of Kiev. We had so little time, and we had to act fast. I remember the clear list we had in our mind: children, documents, and few work clothes. We left house leaving many valuable things behind. But in that moment you understand very clearly. The most important thing was that our children stay alive. Later, when we evacuated many people from dangerous place, I heard many the same stories. Some people had only 5 minutes to be on time in this evacuation transport. They took kids and documents. In this moment, you understand very easy what is the most important in your life. Second lesson: there are things in life far more important than money. I have many other stories about our life during the war, but I want to stop with these 2 practical lessons. First, you don't need a lot of money to live. Second, there are things in life far more important than money. May God help us to remember about this, not only in crisis time, but in peaceful time also.